Hello, and welcome to the Leadership Hustle for executives whose companies are growing fast and need leaders who are ready. I'm Andrea Fredrickson, and this is my story. Coming out of college, I took a position in management. That was the good news. The bad news was nobody taught me how to lead. I was lucky, though, to have some really good managers. They taught me about goals. They taught me about the policies and procedures and how to work within them. They taught me what forms needed to be filled out and what the deadlines were. I still needed to figure out, what this leadership thing was. And I don't even know if leadership was a thing that we talked about. But I watched those who were my managers, what they did, what they didn't do, made a lot of mistakes, but picked up a few good things along the way. One of my managers was promoted, and I remember they brought in the boss. This boss, he asked me questions about everything. He asked questions from toilet paper to paper clips. What did I do? Why did I do it? How did I do it? And the kinds of questions that he asked really just messed with my confidence, to be honest with you. As part of his new rules, he decided to bring in 360 evaluations. He had all of my employees score me on 50 different areas and make comments about how I was performing in my role. I'd never heard of such a thing, didn't know anything about it, so this was new, and it was going to be part of my performance evaluation. So I get to my performance evaluation and find out there is only one negative comment on the entire thing. And for the next hour, we spent the entire time talking about that one negative comment. He never talked about the goals that I was reaching. He never talked about how turnover had gone down. He never talked about the things that I was doing well. In fact, he never talked about anything else I should be doing differently. We just talked about that one comment. And I remember leaving that meeting feeling completely deflated. I'm like, literally, I don't wake up to screw up. I want to do my best. I hope somebody's noticing that I'm doing good things. But after that meeting, I was completely deflated. A couple weeks later, I remember going to him and having the guts to talk to him about some things that I had been thinking about. I'm a person who likes to find ways to not only improve myself, but to improve the business. So I brought up to him some ideas that we could use to improve the services that we were already providing, and even a couple of services that we could add. They wouldn't take a lot of resources or time away from me. They were just ideas that I wanted to bring up. And I remember him looking at me and saying, Andrea, you're just in this very specific position, and this is really none of your concern. That was it. I was done. I knew there had to be a better way to work with people. That when you, as a leader, have responsibilities to make sure things get done, why does it have to be so hard? Why can't we be lifting people up and helping people become better? So I took a new position with a different company, and that position put me in the role of creating and developing a team that would provide training for this organization, the technical training, and they wanted me to develop their leadership curriculum for all levels in the organization. I researched, I studied, I interviewed people, I went to classes, I tried things, I practiced things, I evolved with the process. And so for years, we worked on those curriculum and we course corrected and got better over that period of time. Eventually, it was time to start what we now call Revela, which is a company that works with people to develop leadership skills, to increase their confidence and challenge their habits of thought, and to also create an environment where people love to work. Over the years, we have worked with hundreds of leaders from different companies, all industries, and all levels of the organization. And during that time, we have discovered that leaders, even with the best of intentions, have blind spots. They don't understand some of the impact that they're having on others, even with the best of intentions. The Leadership Hustle is a podcast for executives whose companies are growing fast and need leaders who are ready. Thanks for joining us, and subscribe below so you never miss an episode.